TNN is sponsored by the Littleton Sub Shop, a town treasure since 1971. For great pizza, subs, calzones, seafood, pasta, appetizers, salads, and more, call 486-3553 or stop by the Sub Shop on Littleton Common, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Tuesdays through Saturdays, or Sunday and Monday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or call for free delivery. This is the Tiger News Network, your weekly source for news, entertainment, and events covering Littleton Public Schools and beyond. Now, here are your co-anchors, Kyle Richard and Lee Steeman.
Welcome to the last episode of the season, everyone. I'm Leaf.
And I'm Kyle, and let's get into this episode because it's going to be a long one.
We are going to start our last episode with our Friday fun facts. 1. Iceland's last McDonald's burger was sold 8 years ago, and there is a 24/7 webcam dedicated to it. Seriously. 2. Movie trailers used to play after the movie, not before. And 3. The Eiffel Tower can grow up to 6 inches in the summer.
The Humanitarian Club is still having their toy drive, so please donate any toy and games you have to the drive for children at Boston's Children's Hospital. Collection boxes are outside the office and will end on May 11th.
The Reuben Hoare Library is having a spring book sale going on until May 12th. Come down and get any book you want for a great bargain.
Let's check in on that burger from Iceland. Yep, still there.
Thank goodness. Well, LHS seniors are leaving on May 18th, and we here at TNN will miss our seniors for sure. Best wishes to you on a bright and successful future.
Recently, our TV studio teacher, Mr. Crory, sat down with middle school student Brandon LaVoie to talk about an interesting passion this 7th grader has. What is it? Check this out.
Thanks, guys. I'm pleased to be here with Brandon LaVoie of Brandon LaVoie Racing. Sounds pretty official. And Brandon's a 7th grader at Littleton Middle School, and he is also, as you'll find out, has a very interesting hobby that not a lot of, I'm sure, 7th graders have. Am I true? But hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you. So you're a racer, and that's not a running race, but as in driving cars racing, and it's kind of like the junior cars, right? What do they call them?
The Inex Bandoleros.
Uh-huh. And so how did you get interested in racing?
I've just always loved watching NASCAR and types of racing. Racing is an interesting topic in general to me. And I started going to go-kart tracks. I mean, I went to, I think it was a place like an amusement park, and they had these little pedal carts, and I was just...
Got hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a rider lawnmower. Does that count?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I do that sometimes in my yard.
You can imagine, right? When you're out there doing the cutting the grass. Yeah, that's cool.
No, it's a little less intense cutting the grass.
That's true. That's true. But you can modify a lawnmower to, soup it up as well.
I don't need to. I'm always faster than my dad at it anyways.
Nice. So you got into racing at an early age, and now how do you prepare for a race like this? You obviously have to practice, and where do you do that kind of stuff?
We don't do many practices because you have to rent out a track because it's a spec car. It's not like any make or model where you can maybe go on a road or rent a track. You have to have a specific event, multiple of them, and it's hard. The tracks do have some special practices to go. But it's mainly just talking it through. My dad, who is also my crew chief, we talk over the corners. Nice. And it's really just about picturing it in our heads because it's really hard to get track time.
So in racing, what are some of your goals? I mean, do you hope to graduate from the smaller cars up to, what's the next step anyway? You don't go right from this to full-sized cars, do you?
No. I mean, you could go to the little 4-cylinder, little, like not very fast cars. They're just basically getting bigger.
Yeah.
But the next step up would be legend cars in this series, and yes, those would be really cool. These are kind of beginner cars. But after that, there's some people racing legend cars who are like 50 years old.
Oh.
You can be racing it for however long you want, and
That's interesting.
they're not bad. It's just NASCAR's. It's a cool thing. It's really awesome how they do it. It is a lot of money though, and you can have as much fun in any of the levels. So
That's great.
I just want to improve and have fun.
That's awesome. How fast do you usually go, or what's the fastest you have gone?
The fastest I have gone was, we figured out, an average of about 75
Oh, wow.
over a race.
That's amazing.
I mean, that race was foot to the floor the entire way around the track, but hey, cars can go about 80, 75, that's pretty good.
That's pretty fast, definitely, especially when there are other cars around you. And I noticed in some of the pictures that the people can see at home, your head is kind of locked into place. It's hard to move. And, you know, for me as a driver on the regular road, I can have free range, but you're kind of locked in.
Oh yeah, it does give you a feeling of safety. I mean, it is different, and also in a go-kart, you don't have many of those restraints. But the thing about these that's different than a go-kart is there's blind spots, like a normal car. So if I were to look back, like say like now, there'd be a pillar here, I wouldn't see anything anyways.
Right.
So I take the safety features, like the helmet, the seat padding, I take that in to full advantage. I love it. It's really reassuring to where I drive, and just use my mirrors.
Yeah.
So
it's good training for when you actually do get your license in a few years.
Yeah. I might go in to put on my helmet and hop in my regular car and say, wait a minute.
Yeah, wrong track. Yeah, you got to be careful. You can't go 75 too many roads around here.
No, I can't. Get to
so-
college sooner though, maybe.
That's true. That's true. So what advice would you give to somebody out there who's maybe interested, like you, likes to do the go-karts around the amusement park, but said, you know, that maybe wants to get into something like this? What?
I would just find a cheap way, like maybe an indoor go-kart track, or I have this little like Razor go-kart that you could probably go buy at the store, and I used to just build up your interest and read some books on it and get to know the inner details, because most people think it's turning left, turning left, turning left, just keep going in a circle. It's so much more, and there's so much more you can get out of it. Understand fully, and don't let other people bring you down with it, because they can even, like, I'm not a big fan of some other sports. They say those sports are so much harder, but they don't know the details. Just get to know the details and just have fun. That's awesome. It's all about fun. It's all about enjoyment, because that's basically what you get out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty expensive.
I bet it is. Yeah. Now, we won't talk too much about the price, but so what other hobbies and interests do you have besides racing?
Well, I'm currently a Star Scout with Troop 20 Littleton, so
Awesome.
Scouting is a big, just for me. They're kind of my two most favorite things. When I'm not racing, I'm doing Boy Scout campouts, organizing gear, leading meetings. It's basically like another part of me. Maybe they say I'm like a two-speed. First gear is racing, second gear is Boy Scouts. It's kind
That's
of my
awesome.
favorite things.
Well, Brandon, I appreciate you coming on. I wish you luck with your future endeavors, especially with racing. When's your next competition, I guess?
Well, there's a group practice for anywhere from bandoleros to open wheel modifieds at Monadnock Speedway this weekend, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go have at it, tune our car for the season.
Awesome.
First race is at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, I believe, and it's May 5th.
Wow, that's great. Well, good luck to you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
No, thank you very much.
And hope you enjoyed this little segment. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
That's really cool. You know what else is cool? An 8-year-old McDonald's burger. Yes, there it is. One of the most famous franchises in the world is Jurassic Park. This summer, there will be a new installment. And here's Brandon to give you a summary and recap on some of the previous movies in this amazing franchise.
Hi, this is Brandon, and this is my last movie review, the Jurassic Park franchise, and my last movie preview for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Now let's move on to Jurassic World, directed by Colin Trevorrow. In the Raptor paddock, Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, trains for 4 velociraptors, Blue, Delta, Echo, and Charlie, but one of the assistants fell into the paddock, and as he is about to get eaten, Owen saves the day by getting the raptors to stand down and close the gate. Meanwhile, Claire visits Owen and talks about the new attraction, the Indominus Rex. That was a really long talk. During Zack and Gray's fun time, they go to a feeding show where a shark gets eaten by a mosasaurus, which is the underwater dinosaur, and splashes the people as it goes back into the water. Then the seats lowered to the bottom of the paddock, where they can see the mosasaurus underwater as it feeds the rest of the shark, and the people are amazed by it. Meanwhile, Owen goes to the control center and tells everyone that the Indominus Rex was inside the whole time. Then they watch the security cameras where the ACU troopers are searching for the ID Rex in the forest. But once an ACU trooper found the Indominus Rex's tracking device, they found out that she can camouflage herself, and she attacks all of the ACU troopers. After that, Zack and Gray go through a forest where the Indominus Rex attacks the boys that are inside the gyrosphere, and as they're about to get eaten, an Ankylosaurus fights the Indominus Rex, but she flips the Ankylosaurus and eats it alive. Then she chases the boys until they jump down a waterfall. Then they go to the original abandoned visitor center. As they explored inside, they find old jeeps from the original theme park. After they escaped, they discovered an Apatosaurus beaten up by the Indominus Rex. Then they found out that the rest of the Apatosauruses are killed by the Indominus Rex. Meanwhile, Masrani, played by Irfan Khan, and two ACU troopers hop on his helicopter to hunt down the Indominus Rex as she breaks through the aviary. But the Pteranodon destroys the helicopter and crash lands inside the aviary, causing Masrani and the two troopers to die. The Pteranodons and Dimorphodons attack the people on Main Street. As Zack and Gray meet up with Zara, she gets lifted up by a Pteranodon, and the rest of them attacks her, and she is dropped into the Mosasaurus paddock as she gets dragged up and down by the Pteranodons. Then Zara and one Pteranodon gets eaten alive by the Mosasaurus. Then they go to Vic Hoskins, played by Vincent D'Onofrio, who's planning to use the raptors to hunt down the Indominus Rex, and Owen didn't like this. One of the raptors attacked and killed an ACU trooper, then attacked Claire, Zack, and Gray. Then Hoskins is killed by one of the raptors, and the four guys escaped by using a holographic Dilophosaurus as a distraction, and they retreat to Main Street, where the final battle takes place. Suddenly, Claire had an idea. She lights a flare to make the T-Rex from the original film follow her and fight the Indominus Rex, and watch this entire clip of what happens as the battle goes on forever. As the Indominus Rex is overpowering the T-Rex, Owen gets Blue to join in on the fight. And how did the Indominus Rex meet her demise? That's right, the Mosasaurus jumps out of the water and grabs the Indominus Rex, eating her alive, and the day is saved. Then the T-Rex and Blue begin their friendship, and Owen lets Blue go. Then the movie ends with the T-Rex looking at the view of the now destroyed park and roars in victory. Now let's move on to my movie preview for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Here's the preview.
She's tracked. Okay, come on.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
How many can you save?
11 species. Blue is the last of her kind.
You'll never capture her.
We thought you might know someone who could help.
A rescue op? What could go wrong?
Hey, Blue. You know me.
Come with me. You know you can't stay here. Back your men up right now.
It was all a lie!
The man who proved raptors can follow orders. You never thought how many millions a trained predator might be worth?
They're gonna sell them.
Not Blue. They need it for something else.
What is that thing?
They made it.
This is the most dangerous creature that ever walked the earth.
I say we shut this whole thing down.
Hey, girl, you think what I'm thinking?
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
You can't put it back in the box.
If I don't make it back, remember you're the one who made me come here. I'll be all right. These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. Welcome to Jurassic World.
Very pretty. On Rotten Tomatoes, the original movie had a percent of 92 out of 100. The sequel had a 53 out of 100. The third movie had a 50 out of 100. And the fourth movie had a 71 out of 100. And so I would give the original movie a 99 out of 100. I would give the sequel a 97 out of 100. I would give the third movie a 98 out of 100. And I would give the fourth movie an 100 out of 100. Also, there will be a sixth movie coming out on June 11, 2021, 3 years from now. Before we wrap this up, I'll be naming the upcoming movies and the release dates, just like Eli and Jenna did over the years. For the rest of 2018, Solo, A Star Wars Story, May 25th. Incredibles 2, June 15th. Ant-Man the Wasp, July 6th. Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, July 13th. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, July 20th. Christopher Robin, August 3rd. The Meg, August 10th. Smallfoot, September 28th. The new remake of A Star is Born, October 5th. Goosebumps, A Slappy Halloween, October 12th. Mowgli, October 19th. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, November 2nd. The Grinch, November 9th. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2, November 21st. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Mortal Engines, December 14th. Alita, Battle Angel, and Bumblebee the Movie, December 21st. Mary Poppins Returns, December 25th. In the fall of this year, someone will be taking over the spot. Oh, and by the way, act now and on the Facebook group for each member of class of 2018. Vote for your favorite dinosaur and get a medium-sized poster of the Jurassic Park logo. That'll wrap it up for my last entertainment news. I'm Brandon. Back to you guys in the studio.
Now let's do a 180 of great movies, terrible movies. Tommy is here with his last roasting of his TNN career, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Hi, I'm Tommy, and welcome to another Hilariosity. And this is the final Hilariosity that I will be doing. I know, it's sad. But we got a good one to vote. We are going to review Dragon Ball Evolution, which paid homage to the anime and the manga of Dragon Ball. I can't review this movie without spoiling, so there's going to be a lot going on. The first 10 minutes goes by, and we already have fireworks, a hilarious fight between Goku and his grandpa, and a cliche fight at school, Goku's poof feet, and the worst chemistry between Goku and Chi-Chi in film history. The first 10 minutes is not in the anime. In the anime, Goku is a 5-year-old who is naive and hilarious and has relationships in Chi-Chi that was introduced beautifully. In this movie, it's the exact opposite of that. Then we are introduced with Piccolo, the most lamest villain since Darth Maul in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. In the anime, Piccolo was friends with Goku. In the movie, he's just a bad guy throughout. He wants to find 7 Dragon Balls to destroy Earth. What a cliched plan. Then Goku Grandpa dies. After that, Goku meets up with Bulma, who tells Master Roshi to tell them about the Dragon Balls. Then Goku and Roshi had a fight, and this was like Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Dead or Alive. While all of this is happening, Roshi tells Goku how to do airbending and the Kamehameha wave. In the anime, the 5-year-old knew the Kamehameha wave, but in this movie, he does not know how to perform the attack. Then 2 Shishis fight against each other and one kills Goku, and this hilarious scene happens. Grandpa! Then Roshi resurrects Goku with the Kamehameha wave. Hold on. In the anime universe, the Kamehameha wave is a deadly attack, but apparently not. For some reason, brings people back to life. Then Yamcha appears, and he is a friendly character for whatever reason. In the anime, he is considered a punk and get away with things. Then Goku turns into Ojawa, a gorilla, just like in the anime. And the CGI done on this gorilla is so bad. Look at this. Then the showdown happens with Goku and Piccolo. It's just punches. That's it. Then Goku falls down, and then he remembers the Kamehameha wave, and it kills Piccolo, like it's supposed to. Then the movie is mercifully over. Thank God. But then there's an end credit scene. Then Piccolo is in bed, and it sets up a sequel. I'm giving Dragon Ball Evolution a 0. What? What a journey this was. 3 years of me roasting movies. It's been a blast. Back to you, Kyle Lee.
You might think that here at TNN we don't make errors. You're wrong. Here are some of our favorite bloopers and mess-ups.
Okay, Tom. Are we introducing ourselves? Do you want to go first,
Yep.
or like?
Okay.
I'm Nick, I'm Tom.
Okay.
And here are the top sports stories of 2017.
You'll say that part.
I will, yep. So far we have gone 3-3 in our last pick. So let's recap.
Bye, teleprompter. Just keep going.
No!
It died.
We see the Windows 7 logo right in front of our face.
Touch it. Reach
No.
into the screen. The monster's gonna grab you.
No, I'm not reaching in the screen, Nick. You know. Back to the studio.
Here's a sneak peek into the. Sorry.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Happy Friday to what? Nick, stop. Seriously.
Nick, stop. I'm not even looking at it. 5, 4,
Tommy.
Wait, sorry, was that?
Yeah, sorry.
All right, we're good.
And those are going to be the top 5 sports stories of 2017.
One take, Tommy.
Let's go!
And one take.
Sending it back to Leave and myself in the studio.
All right, let's try recording now.
Oh, what?
What a journey this was. 3 years of me roasting movies. It's been a blast. Back to you, Kyle Reeve.
Next week in Spirit Week at LHS, and these are the things.
We gotta redo that.
Yeah.
Next week is Spirit Week.
Yeah, no, I got really confused. Okay, so.
All right, we're good.
Hey. Speaking of congratulations, the Littleton Middle School held their annual spelling bee and Catherine McDowell was crowned the champ. After successfully spelling the word nunnery, finishing second was...
Do we want to just stop and McDonough.
Yeah, I already messed up anyways.
Catherine.
Okay, McDonough. Speaking of congratulations, the Littleton Middle School held their annual spelling bee and Catherine McDonough... Donna. To make a donation, send a check made out to Rise Against Hunger, A501. What? They need people to help that day, and they still need to raise $4,000 to volunteer. Oh wait, Jesus. I can't believe someone actually took the, oh my God. Sorry.
Better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's a lot closer. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at the TV. I'm just a shoulder with a head on it.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Liv.
Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays.
You know what I could really go for right now? An 8-year-old McDonald's burger. I'm loving it. Next up, let's take a look at the Littleton School District year in pictures.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. Humanity
red. The brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
For the world we're gonna make.
And with that, we're wrapping up Season 3 of the Tiger News Network. Thanks so much to Littleton Sub Shop for sponsoring us, and a big thank you to the audience for watching us every Friday. Until we see each other again, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Leaf, wishing you a good summer, a good burger, and good news.